Hello friends, this is Raj Sastry from Raj Option Trading. Today is August 20, 2022. Hope you're all doing well. In today's segment, we'll take a look at top stock with a high short ratio. Look, we got a company here, Upstart, very high short ratio, and stock is down off late. Let's take a look at stocks like Upstart, which can go higher with the high short interest. So with that, many people look at stocks with a high short ratio mainly because you can do a good swing trading and you can squeeze those short sellers as the stock goes higher. So with that, let's jump in and get started. Look, we'll start with a quick market update and look at top stock with a high short ratio, and finally we'll conclude. Let's jump in here. Look, from a market perspective, market is struggling. It's trying to see where to go. We had a nice bear market type downturn here on Friday, as you can see here. Friday, Dow Jones Industrial down 292 points. Nasdaq, look at that candle right from the beginning here. Nasdaq down nicely, 260, down 2%, and S&P 500 also down, as you can see here. Big at the start, it's down big time. And look, stocks fell sharply, as you can see here. S&P 500 snapped the 4-week long rally, and stocks tumbled mainly because everybody's worried about the Fed rate hike, as the job market is very stable. Look, wages are now hottest, and that's why folks are worried about inflation here, and Feds might raise the interest rate at a faster pace. That's why market is taking a breather here. This can continue next week also. We'll see how it goes. All right, from meme stock news perspective, look, we got Bed Bath and Beyond. Stock went higher and now it cratered, as you can see here, with the Ryan Cohen dumping its entire stake. That's what's going on here. This is one of those stocks which goes up and down violently, and you got to look at some of the levels here and then jump in at the right time. And then you got CENN World Group here. Looks like stock fell big time, as you can see here, and they're preparing for the bankruptcy. And we got 23andMe here. Stock fell 20% after announcing CFO is stepping down. And we got few meme stocks, as you can see here. Some of them went up big time, as you see here. We got GCT up nicely, and we got AXSM up nicely, 40%, as you can see here. And others are down, as you see. All right, now let's jump in here and look at fear and greed index. From a fear and greed index perspective, right now we're in the neutral zone, as you can see here. I can see us swinging to fear zone, so that's why be careful, buy some great stocks as market sells off here. All right, let's now jump in here and look at the market. Look, from a market perspective, we got a 3-month chart here. S&P 500 doing nicely off late here. Look, it's doing nicely. Back in June, we had a huge downturn here. Now we are going up nicely, as you can see here. And we have one down candle here, which is last Friday. And same story here in Dow Jones Industrial Average, one down candle, nice rally. The breather is expected here. Market can keep going higher. That's what is going on here. Nasdaq is a little more weaker, as you can see here, slightly turning down here. And tech heavy Nasdaq is a little bit weaker. And we got Russell also slightly weaker. And we got bonds selling off big time. Interest rates going higher, as you can see here. And crude oil is trying to gain some strength here, mainly because our friend Warren Buffett, he's buying, got the permission to buy 50% of Occidental Petroleum. That's why oil patch is firing up, as you can see here. And then you got gold here. Gold is coming down, as you see here, with the interest rates and dollar strengthening. Gold is coming down, and even crude oil might come down. We'll see there is some geopolitical tension. That's why it's going higher. All right, let's jump in here and look at the market breadth. Look, from a market breadth perspective, We got here traders index slightly going higher, as you can see here on a moving average perspective. And look, we got volume here. Volume is coming down, as you see here. That's a little not so great news here. And skew, look, skew after jumping up big time here, skew is coming down. Look, that's positive news here. Skew can't keep going higher, it's coming down here. This could be good news for those premium sellers. You could, as the skew comes down, premium sellers can make some good money selling some call options at the top or put options at the bottom, or spreads on the call or put options. And finally, we got AUD JPY here. Look, that also came crashing down here. You got to be careful. Still uptrend here, but on Friday we got down tick in AUD JPY. That tells you right now risk is off. That's why market is selling off. All right, now we got dollar here. Dollar is strengthening. This is a big concern for multiple big companies, multinational companies, and even commodities. All right, now let's jump in here. Look at the stocks with the high short ratio. Mainly as stocks with the high short ratio, folks will start buying, shorting the stocks at the top, as you can see here. And then stocks might go a little bit higher, but then they will start coming down, and these short sellers will start making money. And that's when insiders will jump in, institutions will jump in and buy, and even retail investors and Wall Street bets gang, they will all start buying, sending the stock higher. As stock goes higher, the short seller starts covering, and that will make the short stock even keep going higher, squeezing those short sellers. And that's how many people love to play the game here. They will keep watching the short level. As the short ratio goes higher, as the stock starts tanking, that's when they will try to jump in at the right time and squeeze those short sellers. All right, now we got the list here. We got the big list, as you can see here. Look, we got the short ratio right here. This is sorted by short ratio on a descending order. At the top, we got Revlon here, which is filing for bankruptcy, as many of you know. That did not stop these short squeeze folks to really send the Revlon stock higher. Look, Revlon is still doing well here, 1 day and 5 day doing nicely here. But look, from a RSI perspective, it's also getting stronger. RSI 14 day it's 60, RSI 7 days 63. That tells you even 7 days it's RSI is getting strengthened. But look, relative volume is coming down here. Current volume on Friday is 19% below its 10-day average volume. That's a little bit not so great news here. Look, reason Revlon is going higher. Look at the short float here. I mean, the float is just 5 million. They don't have too much float. That's why stock is going higher. And we got a few more, as you can see here. And keep watch on insider and institution here. As insiders are buying, institutions are buying. That's a good sign here. Look, Vero, we got nice institution buying here. RSI is 51 here. You could buy such stocks here where institutions are buying. RSI is lower, and look, there's a good volume, but it's below its 10-day average volume by 14%. You could buy such names here. And look, float is not much. And keep a watch on float here. You like to, if you're a short squeeze type person, look at the low floaters. Look, we got low floaters here. Revlon is a low floater. And look at the single digit or double digit here. We got ICPT, again a low floater. ICPT also has got relatively lower RSI here, and nice overall score, as you can see here. And we got a few more. Look, we got big lots here, low floater. And you could look at such names here, and especially buy them when the RSI is lower, like a big could be a good one here. And we got few more here. We got AMX. Look, it's a lower RSI getting strengthened in 7 days compared to 14-day RSI here. Nice volume. You could buy such names here. This can be a short squeeze candidate. And we got a few more here. Look, FAZE. Look at the float here, just 3 million here. that tells you this. Look at the RSI, it's also getting stronger. So this already had a nice surge here. Probably it's good to wait slightly and go from there. You got to look at both insider, institution buying and selling. Look at the short flow, the float itself here. How much is the float? That tells you how much supply is available, and then keep watching the relative volume here. You want more greens here than red. All right, we got few names here. Look, we got GEVO here. Look at that volume, nice and high volume here. You could look at such names here. And we got one more here, AMX, nice and high volume. Look at such candidates here. Look, we got Warby Parker, nice insider buy here. You could look at that one also. Warby Parker is also sold off big time. Look at the low RSI. You could go after such names here and buy them. All right, so as you see here, we could look at one or two names here. Look, we got Upstart here. Upstart, as you can see here, it's it's got 70 million in float here, and you could look at this name. One of the reasons I'm picking this one is look at the RSI here, very low RSI. So I could go back to my platform here, which is TC 2000. I could bring up Upstart. I already have the Upstart here. Look what's going on in Upstart here. Upstart, look, we got Bollinger Band at the top here, the white line, as you can see here. That's the Bollinger Band, and we got Keltner channel here. That's the light green, light blue line inside. So off late, look, the Keltner channel is within the Bollinger Band, or they're hugging very closely. So that tells you at this time volatility is so much compressed here. This has to expand. Normally, because it's got a high short ratio, it's a very good chance this can go on the higher side here. So that's one of the reasons stocks like Upstart, given it's a very high short ratio, you could start buying some in the anticipation of a short squeeze here. Look, it's a very narrow range here from a Bollinger Band and Keltner channel perspective. There's a high chance this can expand. As you go back here, look, Upstart has a nice and high short ratio here, 37%. So that's why you could buy such names here. It's been down off late here. Wall Street Bets Gang and others can jump in and buy some as you go forward. I think 5-day period it went higher, and 10-day period also it went higher, as you can see here. Oops, sorry, Upstart is right here on top here. Upstart is struggling off late. That's why it could be a good candidate for you to play short squeeze game, given RSI is very low, as you can see here. And the list goes on and on here. Especially, keep looking at the chart here. You want to make sure stock is down, and especially many technicians look for signals like Keltner Bollinger Band within the Keltner channel. That could be a good one to understand. The volatility is compressed at this time. All right, let's keep going here. That's the first one. Next, we got few more here. Keep watching. Short ratio is in a descending order, as you can see here. We got some more names. Keep watching insider and institutions here. We got few names with nice and high institution. We got BTNR and nice institutional buy here. Stock is showing some strength in 5-day period, as you can see here. Volume is dropping off, as you can see here, and RSI tells you it's completely sold off here. You could take a look at such names as a contrarian type play here. This can go higher. And also look for candidates which are going higher. Look, we got Olo here. Olo got clobbered. Look, now volume is increasing here. Look, it's above its 10-day volume. Current volume is above its 10-day average volume, and also 30-day average volume. That tells you this can go higher at this time here, especially after getting clobbered big time. And we got Chewy here, same story. Look, Chewy also nice and high volume here. You could also buy some Chewy. This can also go higher. And we got GFS, one of my favorite stock here. Looks like it's also doing well. Volume is picking up, as you can see here. But stock is getting clobbered. You could wait for a day or two and buy some GFS too. And we got a few more names. Look, we got Bluebird Bio. Of late, stock is trying to decide where to go here. Look, volume is picking up. You could buy some Bluebird Bio also. It's a very contrarian stock. Stock has not done much in a long time. As you can see here, it's down 67% from 52-week high. And we got a few more. Look, we got HCP, HashiCorp. Stock is down off late here. RSI is 45. Volume is picking up, as you can see here. You could look at such names also, especially because RSI is low. You could slowly start accumulating. All right, so we got a few more names here. You could look at these names, especially watch insiders and institutions here. We got some names here with the, I think it's just VTNR in this list here. And we got HCP with nice insider buy, as you can see here. And keep a watch on float. We got a lot of low floaters here. You know, you should look at low floaters, especially if you're into short squeeze game. Look, we got very low floaters here. We got CLAR here, very low floater, but look, RSI is high. Stock has gone up higher, so you got to wait slightly in such candidates here. And we got a few more low floaters, as you can see here. We got Olo, again a low floater, and Lemonade also low floater, as you can see here. All right, let's keep going here. And we got a few more. Look, we got a few more going on here. We got look at the names with high insider and institutional transactions here. We got one right here, Stitch Fix, nice and high insider buy here. Stock is not responding, as you can see here. It also has relatively lower float, as you can see here, and stock is clobbered, getting weaker. Between 14-day RSI is 49 and 7-day it's even getting weaker with a 42 RSI here. Could look at such names if you're a contrarian. And you could also look at the names like Bridge Bio here. Look, it's getting stronger, nice and high volume, as you can see here. Stock is getting weaker, as you can see here, and stock is getting clobbered. In the near term, you could buy such names here. It can also explode higher. Bridge Bio, only problem is it's got a little bit higher float. If it is a lower float, you could go after this. Slightly higher float on this one here. And we got a few more here. Look, we got Zip Recruiters here, very low float, 30 million. Stock is getting clobbered big time. Stock fell off the cliff here. You could look at such names here and be a contrarian and pick some up. And the list continues, as you can see here. Look, we got PCT here. PCT has got a nice and high insider buy, as you can see here. Stock is getting clobbered here. You could look at such names here. The float is slightly higher, but if you are okay, you could buy. But I would, you could buy this because it's down and a little bit lower RSI. Expectation is it might jump back up again. All right, let's jump in here. Look at a few more. Look, list continues here. Keep watching the short ratio. It's in a descending order. Keep watching inside an institution here. We got a few names with nice and high institutional buy. Look, we got LWLG, light wave. Look, it's nice and high, almost high institutional buy here. Stock is actually getting clobbered. RSI is low. You could pick up such candidates here. You could buy as a contrarian here. And also keep watching the float here on light wave. Float is slightly higher, but keep watching the float here. You want to buy low float candidates trending higher. Look, we got a few low float candidates like Overstock here. This could be a good one. You could buy some Overstock. It's completely sold off here. And you got a few more here. Keep watching the low floaters. We got a few more low floaters like RETA, again a low floater. And look, we got one more NEGG here, very low floater. You could look at such candidates here, especially look at the RSI lower, slightly higher RSI for me at this time. All right, so with that, let's quickly conclude here. Market is very volatile. Be very selective. Look for low RSI candidates and low floaters. And look for some improvements in 1 day or 5 day. that tells you stock can go higher. If you're a contrarian, look for stocks which are completely clobbered and low float and some inside institutional buy. And conservative traders should look for positive net margin. And some of the names here I just selected. Look, we got REI, LUMN, and so on and so forth. All these names I got Bollinger Band within Keltner channel that tells you these stocks can go higher. Look, we could look at one or two here. Let's look at FUTU here. Let's go back to this platform right here. We could look at FUTU. All right, let's look at FUTU here. Again, look, we got Bollinger Band and Keltner channel. At this time, Bollinger Band is within the Keltner channel. That tells you there is a tight compression of volatility right here, and on the balance volume is pretty stable here, and RSI is getting stronger. That tells you stocks like this are good candidates for the short squeeze play. You could buy such names here. Look, all these names I got here, these are the areas where stocks where you got Keltner channel. Bollinger Band is within the Keltner channel. So with that, thank you very much. Happy investing and trading. Please subscribe.